JEE, one of the toughest exams in India. 2 years of your life, one exam, zero guarantees, and yet we all sign up anyway. It's a journey that only those who have lived it truly understand. It all dates back to 2024, the year I finished 10th boards, and I had a decision to make, PCM or PCB, and I chose PCM. And it was not just a subject combination, it was a commitment to myself to achieve something. And like any other student, I wanted to go to an IIT. And before I knew it, 11th started. I still remember that feeling, the excitement, the belief that I could do it if I just worked hard enough. But 11th hits differently. Pace is fast, the concepts are deep, and suddenly you are surrounded by hundreds of students who are all just as hungry as you are. The goal was simple, to have no backlogs, practice, revise, and increase my marks in each test, and maybe get into an SRG batch. Then 11th ended, and 12th started, and I did not get into SRG. And I won't lie, it stung. When you have been giving everything you have and the results still don't reflect it, it makes you question a lot of things. But here's the thing, I made a choice. Instead of letting it break me, I let it fuel me. Going into 12th, I cut off social media, I cut off from all the social events. Basically, I put myself into a pose chasing my dreams. Every day I was revising the concepts I learned in my class. I completed my homework, I practiced many questions, but still I had average marks in my mocks and sometimes even lower than average. So yes, I had my ups and downs. And many a times I thought of giving up, but I didn't. And things changed 2 months before JEE attempt 1. Yes, it is all because I found a channel, Adunity, and started following Mohit sir's checklist. So, in my first mocks, my marks increased. Then I started giving previous year papers with my mock test series, which was going on in my coaching institute. But just like my mock tests in my coaching institute, my score in PYPs were not that consistent. But eventually they became consistent, but not my score in mock tests in my institute. And in one of the tests, I hit that 99 percentile mark. Like the marks you need to reach that mark 99 percentile in that particular shift. And at that time I was really happy, and after that I was getting around 99 or 98 only. So I was confident that I would get 98 percentile or 99 percentile in JEE means. But just 20 days before JEE means, everything fell apart. Like my score in coaching institute also decreased, my score in previous year papers decreased, and I was thinking, can I get 98 percentile or 99 percentile? Like I was doubting myself, but still I kept telling myself I can do this. Not because everything was going perfectly, but because giving up wasn't an option. Then the day came, 22nd January, shift 1. And the exam happened. I came out of the exam hall and I knew I had made some silly mistakes. And my chemistry didn't go that well. But I tried my best in maths and physics. And after about 20 days, the results came and I got 97.46 percentile. But the first thought I got was not celebration, but इतने तो नहीं आने चाहिए थे. But I then put this thought aside and focused on boards, so I could do my best in boards. I read each and every part of the NCRT for physics and chemistry, and then I gave my best in boards. And once the boards were over, I had one thing on my mind: April attempt and 99 plus percentile to secure a good NIT. And I made a call not to focus on JEE Advance because my logic was to get good percentile in mains, so I had a backup. Then the April attempt happened. And when the April attempt started, I stopped giving marks and I was just practicing questions and following EdUnity. And then the day came, 8th April 2026, the day of my JEE second attempt. And I went in a little too relaxed because the previous shifts were easier than Jan attempt, and I thought that in Jan all the shifts were almost in same difficulty because 99 percentile was on the same marks level, and so I thought this time also it will be the same, but I was wrong. My shift had the lowest cutoff of all, and because of that, like in that physics question, the dimension one, I spent 3 to 4 minutes thinking that इतना तो easy हो जाना चाहिए. Means I was thinking that बाकी सबसे हो रहा है, बस मेरे से ही नहीं हो रहा है. And there were two three questions in physics that were framed wrong, and the dimension question, in that dimension question, no options were matching, like the question was wrong. And because of that question, I sort of panicked. And so I switched to chemistry to calm my mind. And after completing chemistry, I switched back to physics to complete the rest of the questions. And then the maths. But the thing I realized after coming out of my exam was that I made brand new silly mistakes that I had never done, and I had not done in my first JEE attempt. And I tried everything to improve my silly mistakes, but I still did silly mistakes, and also in my strongest subject, math. And that stung differently. And I thought I still could get 98 percentile in second attempt because of that predictors. But in the end, after the result was announced, I got 97.6 percentile, and which was not different from the first attempt. Yes, I was disappointed. After that, I gave BitSet, in which I scored 207 in my first attempt. I gave VIT EEE, in which I got a rank about 6000. But with about 40 days left, I completely focused on JEE Advance. I gave it my all. Like, I was revising everything, I was solving all the problems, but JEE Advance came and went. My rank wasn't what I'd hoped for, but I qualified it, and that also matters, but I wanted more. So let's don't think what has happened. After JEE Advanced, I turned my focus completely on BitSet second attempt. With only one week left, I had prepared my mind that I will only give mocks. I gave 2 mocks every day and analyzed it, and I scored 250 in my second attempt. So yeah, that's it.